Hello everyone, Genghis here and time for some more Rock to the Top, I guess it's gonna be. And I've got a replay in the TVP, which I kind of wanted to show you, cause, well, I don't know, cause I wanted to show it. Kappa. Let's speed up past this. We are on Cliff, I'm playing on my own, it's no more random. I got my ESL set up for some reason. I was playing some derby match, so that's why I got big medkit and stuff. But yeah, I see the enemy has a platoon of 2 TVPs, so what I normally do on this map, which is going here to get like early shots and stuff crossing and mediums crossing and so on, I feel it's too risky since, 2 TVPs against 1 TVP equals me dead and they not dead, which in general is not something you want to have happen. So since the TVP does actually have really damn good gun depression, I think it's 8 degrees, correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I think it's 8, might be 7. I can just go on the ramp and try and shoot into those TVPs from above, as you will see in a second. Right, we are at 1 speed, yes. So yeah, just go up here, not really using my gun depression, but whatever. Managed to get 2, 3, and 4 shots into the enemy TVP, taking 0 in return, and that's pretty important because TVPs are kind of the more to enemy of TVPs since you don't have any HP yourself, and TVPs are really good against tanks which don't have a lot of HP. They're not that good against E100s or whatever, E5s, since they got actually armor on top of some HP and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to say on the ramp, you are actually kind of, well, arty safe, hard to hit for RT. Arty safe is, a word I really don't like using, because I feel like it doesn't exist. Missed the 90, but take him out with my next shell, and managed to get in one kind of lucky shot on that Skoda, and another one on the TVP, which makes me at 8 shots and 7 penetration, which is always pretty decent. Although, yes, there were some lucky shots in there. Score is 3-3, we took the 1-2 line now, so that means that I'm pretty exposed to tanks possibly pushing from behind, for example that T10 which hasn't been spotted in a while, although the enemy team is very cornered at this point. TVP comes back over there, and I managed to... No, I don't. I saw my ricochet off his turret. TVP turret is actually pretty troll. I mean, it's not good, far from it, but... I think you can really compare it to like an E50M turret or something like that. Somewhere between Leopard and E50M. Like turret which is meant to be shit, but somehow isn't. Since we got a bunch of tanks down there, or at Waffle, I decided to try and do some spotting over here. I think I spotted E75. And I actually decided to go up the hill, because in case they push around or whatever they do, at this point in the game I feel like the hill was the best position to be, and that's the biggest thing. Normally getting up the hill is very risky, since you get completely wrecked by tanks over there, or if you're on the side, tanks over here, and even tanks down here to a certain degree, as well as possibly TDs, but TDs over there really have tricky shots, and they normally in randoms are basically just stupid to notice you're even going up. But since we took this position, and that also forced them to give up this position, I can get up pretty safely, and get in this area. Now they do have a lightweight up here, which does mean I have to be rather careful and manage to find a way to take him out at some point. Or at least, well, it would be pretty good if I can, because otherwise he can rape me when I'm reloading. I got a shot on him and the M103 finishes him off, so that's very nice. I go for a reload, try and move around a bit, get under this kind of, I mean it's not a cliff, but I feel like I'm harder to hit for RT here. I'm not safe, no, but, with RT if harder to hit is all you can get, and that's already quite a lot. And I see that T10 down there, and, I mean, let's be honest, he is a prime target. I can get up here, I got all the gun depression I need, as long as I don't completely fuck up. And, yeah. Managed to put in, what, 3 out of 4, right? And it even bounces as a return shot on my very, very, very angered upper plate at that point. And even so scared of me now that he's not shooting while I'm reloading. And with the only 22 second reload of the TVP, right? Why does that not show you in the replays? I don't know. But I think it's 22 seconds, something like that, of the TVP. I managed to take him out. Go for another reload, they're still pushing down here, Archie put in a nice shot. Game is really close, even though we got like pretty good-ish map control in a lot of ways. We do have some tanks which are kind of out of the battle, like the Dice 4. Tank Grenade here just died. AKZ, I think it was a Conqueror. M103 actually. And well, we're actually starting to lose tanks, although they do have a bunch of lowlifes. And a big problem now that the IS-4 pushed into the back of our Waffle and C62A. Which is basically, well, same as saying they're dead. I try and get up here into an angle where I can shoot these guys. I find one in case they move forward, which the WZ-120 does. Actually get in 2, 3, and bounce. But since I was so far above him, like at such a weird angle, he wasn't even able to shoot me back, which is always a pretty appreciated thing. Again, I try and move to the closest, steepest cliff to be arty safe, but the arty is still extremely far over here, that he still has an angle. Also, I mean, arty doesn't care about cover, does it? The VZ-120 really does a mistake in ignoring my presence, allowing me to take him out with another shot. And now I try and find a way to shoot at T10, but then the IS-4 starts shooting me from over there, which is really bad news. Since the IS-4 denies this area from me, I have to go up over here, where I have 0 arty cover and it's even pretty hard to not get spotted. And even here the IS-4 can still partially shoot me, at least if I peek. So right now the game is really not looking good. We have a waffle, but the waffle had to drop down, which is basically the same thing as saying he's useless. However, if I manage to get some good side clips on that IS-4, at this point, that would be pretty decent. I'm also running out of APCR, which is, well, never a good thing. I bounced once on the side of the IS-4, I bounced a second time on his side, I thought he dropped down, so I missed the third, and I only get in 1 penetrating shot, which forced me to load heat, and that's really, I needed like a fully damaging clip, not a fully not damaging clip. And also, at this point, there is a risk of the TVP or T57 pushing up, since I have no one stopping them from doing that. Our IS-7 died, so I don't even have any support, really. On, you know, RT, but RT as support is, well, RT. Try clipping that IS-4, but the T57 arrives, I see him. I managed to get in the shot at the same time as he does, so I kill him before he kills me. But I go and reload, which might have been a mistake since I knew the TVP was a one-shot. I did see that. But anyway, the TVP's up and he's chasing me, and he 3-shots me, and, well, he's got 4 shots in his clip, right? So that's bad news. I have no choice but to drop down, but without taking damage. He gets 1 into me, gets 2 into me, and I managed to kill him in the last second, just before he gets his final shot in. So, okay, that's pretty good. T57 died, TVP died, E4 also died down there. I couldn't even tell you to what. Well, actually I could have shown you the waffle. T57 is saying, well played, are you streaming? But I'm kind of busy trying to make sure this game is won, since they still have a nearly full life IS-4 and 2 RTs. And my HP isn't exactly glorious. This 4 is in a pretty tricky position. This is not the kind of shot I would take if there is like anything else I could possibly ever shoot at. But since he's at 470 meters, there is no way he spots me. Although I had a feeling he was going to blind shoot me. I don't know, it's something I'm pretty good at. When the enemy like kind of aims at me, and I see it in sniper mode, like I see his gun, you know, straight at me, sometimes I'm pretty good at guessing, okay, he's gonna blind shoot me. Which happened right there. So pretty lucky. I was, you know, not sure he would have hit me, but still pretty lucky I got away. But yeah, that's a 0 damaging clip, which is not so awesome on the other hand. Now the IS-4 is pushing up behind, however the T92 took out the waffle, I guess, which was getting proxy spotted by the IS-4. The waffle is our typical World of Tanks community friend. Now at this point, should I maybe have moved back up the hill? Tricky, because probably the IS-4 would have spotted me and killed me. Should I have gone for RT? Tricky, because I feel like I would have to support the IS-4. Maybe I should have gone for RT. But I decided to stay here and kind of support him when our IS-4 comes in. But the enemy IS-4 did a really good decision of pushing our IS-4. Without, before he was spotted, just like guessing what the enemy IS-4 was going to do. Like, his enemy, aka ours. And pushed him. So I had no shots when he got spotted. I'm now rushing out to help. Sorry, got a hiccup. And yeah, I can't clip him, especially now that he is well, 2 and a tiny bit shot. Put in the first without sniper mode, and then managed to put in 1 more before the IS-4 finishes him. I bounced 1. Immediately get down, hug this wall. This whole, like, this position is Archie safe. Not like the hill or whatever I had earlier where I was like, if I get lucky, Archie doesn't wreck me here. This position is definitely Archie safe. So I go there, wait until I'm unspotted, and even a bit longer since Archie likes blind shooting. Like IS-4 just heard. Go back up. And I'm gonna speed it up. I mean, at this point the game is 1 normally. Enemy F-53 is moving. I go back behind the bushes to not get spotted when I shoot him. I completely suck at sniping with heat, but I do manage to finish him off in the end. And then Get over here. T57. Whining about heat. Tell him I only had one APCR left at that point, which doesn't really make sense to load when you got a 4 shell clip, and finish off the. No, don't. Do 1 shot of damage on the T92 before you get finished off by my allies. So let's have a look at the post game results. I did a total of 7.8k damage, which I guess for a rock to the top video, to make that clear, is rather low, but I still felt I played pretty well just in my positioning and stuff, so I wanted to kind of show you this game. Did 6 kills in the process, spotted a tiny little bit, travelled a shitload in the end, or that was mainly the end game, got an ace caliber, a high caliber, and a top gun, and well, did some pretty shitty shooting. But TVP, it's, you know, it's not a 50B shooting APCR where you can, well, not expect, but manage to pin like 16 out of 16 or 15 out of 16 on like a regular basis. The APCR pin is a bit too low, the heat pin is a bit too low. I'm not complaining that the TVP is shit, yeah, I'm just saying you cannot expect the TVP to hit and pin every shot. The accuracy is kind of meh. When you're inside your clip or you're shooting on the move, you are accurate but not perfectly accurate. There are some shots you're gonna miss. I did actually bounce one shell, the one from the T10, which you saw earlier, which I guess was pretty good, because otherwise that TVP would have killed me. And yeah, that's that. I don't know, I hope, I'm not sure if this really rocked to the top material, but it is definitely an awesome game. So hope you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and see you next time. And make sure you comment, subscribe, like, and so on. Bye bye.